YGO Strats single card discussion is going to be talking about some of the cards that have impacted Yu-Gi-Oh! Throughout the years. Today's card, the next great meta staple to change the game, I promise, Crossout Designator. Crossout Designator was first released in the 2021 Tin of Ancient Battles, and as of this video, has yet to receive a reprint or be hit on the ban list. A quick play spell card, its effect reads: declare one card name. Banish one of that declared card from your main deck, and if you do, negate its effects as well as the activated effects and effects on the field of cards with the same original name until the end of this turn. You can only activate one Crossout Designator per turn. The quick play to stop hand traps, the game changer in the OCG, and what is widely considered to be the flop of 2021, Crossout Designator is a funny one. The card was big in the OCG, and people were sure it would be big here in TCG land too, but if its price drop is anything to go by, it's clearly not, and that's without mentioning its lack of use in topping deck lists at all. Max C is the generally agreed upon reason for this, which I'm not going to spend too much time on because this is the video about the sword guy and not the bug. But put simply, Max C makes such a huge impact on a duel that cards that stop it can be just as important, and Crossout will stop Max C. So in the OCG, where every deck has Max C, Crossout will always have a live target because everyone's playing it. But here in the TCG, we don't have Max C, and other than maybe Ash Blossom in certain formats, there really isn't a universal 3 of hand trap in every single deck. Sure, lots of decks play 3 Ash or 3 Imperm, but not every deck does. And do you want to waste your precious deck space to try and stop a card that the opponent maybe has, or do you want to put it toward a more assured way to stop the opponent, like maybe your own copy of Ash or Imperm, for argument's sake? It's a choice you have to make when deck building, and in the TCG at least, players seem to have firmly settled on not really using Crossout. That doesn't mean no one is, it's just that the people who are using it a little bit differently. In most decks with Crossout in the TCG, it's common you'll see 2 or 3 common hand traps all being run at one of, used as a means to insulate against as many of the common threats that the player is deemed common enough to warrant stopping. This has the funny side effect of running effectively multiple garnets in your deck, but on the off chance you do draw them, you at least have a competent hand trap. Sure, it sucks to draw the Nibiru and you can't negate theirs anymore if you have it, but it also means now you get to Nibiru your opponent, which is a much better alternative in terms of garnets to drawing the actual card the term garnet is named for. Crossout is also not something to overlook in a mirror match either. If you're maining Crossout and your opponent has the same entire engine that you do, it could be used to win a duel by itself. If you're playing the deck and you know its choke points, then you'll know exactly what to hit with Crossout to do the most damage. Overall, Crossout is a solid piece of disruption, and it's a good staple to have. Even if it didn't live up to the hype here in TCG land, it's still a great way to insulate against hand traps, and with engines like Adventurer or DPE that are played everywhere, it's going to have applications in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, even if not as prominently as in the OCG. That, and if the bug ever comes back, you will definitely want a playset in paper. And so, that's our look at single card discussions, Crossout Designator. Stay tuned for our next video. Feel free to suggest some cards to review or what type of video you'd like to see. Don't forget to like, and as always, subscribe to YGO Strats so you too can become a true duelist.